Hello, fellow students. Today I'm going to be giving you a quick tutorial on how to use Google Sheets to make a chart or a graph. So we're going to create our own tab, and let's get to it. That was me coughing. Excuse me. So I have my tab here, and you can see that I've made it. I wanted everyone to make their own tab. You click this plus to add a sheet. The sheet got added here. There's a little triangle pointing down. I'm going to click that triangle. I'm going to rename, and I'm going to put last name, comma, first name. You should do the same, but don't write exactly that. Write your last name and your first name. Then on the sheet, you want to make an X and a Y table. So I'll bring this down a little bit, but let's put some numbers in here. No, that didn't work at all. One more time. My number locks is turned off. So I'm going to hit the num locks on my keyboard. There we go. Well, that's a good little troubleshooting error. If your numbers aren't working, you can hit num locks. You can see right here, I've made a table and a couple things. You can highlight everything. I like to use the arrows with my right hand. So there's up, right, down, left. That's how I navigate around. And then with my left hand, I have my ring finger and my pinky over the shift and control keys respectively. If I hold down shift and I press the arrow keys, you can see that I'm highlighting what I'm holding down. Then you can format stuff after you've highlighted it. You can put borders around it. You can center everything. There's tons of different things you can do up here. I also like to make the top of my chart a thicker border. It's just a personal preference. You can increase the font size. You can change the color of your text. Let's say I want it to be blue, and let's say I want this to be a little harsh there, but you know, add whatever kind of flair you want. You can even make this white, and then you can make it bold with Control B. So over here, you see that I have these numbers. And I had to write them all, which was kind of terrible. And what if I had to go to 100? Well, you can do something here. Instead of writing to, I could put equals. And then I'm going to press up on the arrow key. And you see it entered B6. That's the location that was above where I'm at right now, currently in B7. I'm going to hit plus, and then I'm going to hit 1. So it doesn't look like anything changed much, but it really did. Let me drag this down and I'll show you here. Nothing seems any different. So I dragged that formula though. And what I did is I held shift and I pressed down and I used Control plus D to paste down. Now take a look. Let's change this number here. Let's say it's 9. Oh, it added everything. Instantly changed. Pretty cool, right? Except for this one, I didn't put the formula in there. So one more time, I'll hold shift, I'll press down, and I'll paste down with Control D. Now when I change this number, everything changes. Amazing. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Start here. This is the entry place. Okay, and then I'm going to do another one over here. Let's say that there's a rule for what I equals y. Let's say it's x plus 3. So if I put equals here and I go to the left and then I hit plus 3 and it says suggested autofill, press Control plus enter. So that's what I'm going to do. And you can see that it pasted the formula everywhere. So anytime I get an X, it matches up with a Y that adds 3. And so if I just change this one spot right here, I'll give it a little green color. Not green enough. There we go. If I change this to any number, let's say 25. Look, everything changes. It's all automatic. This is the beginning of programming, people. So let's highlight this, and I'll show you the last feature for this assignment that I wanted you to learn. You highlight all the data, shift to the right and down. let go of everything, go to Insert, Chart. And it's doing things right now. Check this out. Okay, I have a chart here. I can mess around with what kind of chart I'm going to use. This puts area underneath it. You can do columns. So there's a bunch of cool features here. And it does it all really quickly. Let's change something here. Watch what happens. Let's say that I put in 4. Well, it moved over. Let's say I put in -5. Check that out. It's doing the graph. Pretty cool, right? Now let's change the rule. Now I'm going to use y equals x times x. Okay? So instead of b6 plus 3, let's do b6 times b6. Okay, we've updated that one, but these are all still saying +3. So let me drag the formula down. Control plus D. And now we have a parabola. This is the first nonlinear graph I'm going to show you. And let's say I go here. Kind of looks like a bowl, right? And let's say I want some more of these. I'll highlight down, I'll press Control D. Now it looks like a pretty even bowl there. And everything's going automatic. Let's try -100. Different pieces of picture there. And let's say that instead of +1, it goes +10. So you can do a lot of different things. Let's try -50. A lot of different ways you can analyze stuff. And that's the assignment. I just want you to make a little T-chart table and get the graph that goes with it and have everything so that it's updating automatically whenever you change this value. Pretty crazy. All right, take it easy, fellow students.